Eagles. 3rd down, 17 to go.
Second charge, timeout.
Timeout
Eagles,
called from the secondary
40-second timeout
of the Eagles.
40 seconds.
It's 7 defensive backs in there, but a little mix-up, and they call time their second one of the half.
They had 7 defensive backs and 5 other guys. That makes
That's
12.
the problem.
Well, let's take a look at these guys. This is what you call your prevent. Here we got 4 guys up here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, I'm not saying this is a guilty party, but he's the last guy I counted. That's 12. Heads up, though, to call the timeout. That's a heck of a prevent, though.
What was it Bobby Hebert said yesterday when you were talking to him? He said if you took our linebackers and the Eagles' defensive line of a year ago, put them on the same team, they would be outlawed by the NFL. But
problem
would be too many players anyway, right?
Well, you got 4 defensive linemen for the Eagles and 4 linebackers for the Saints. You know, that means you'd only have to play with 3 defensive backs, or else you'd have 12 that way.
3rd, 17. Simmons coming in on Hebert. He got it away to Hilliard. And another flag into the pile at the end. And as Hilliard motored to the Eagles' 48.
We had an offensive lineman downfield too soon. That happens very often when you have a screen pass that the timing is thrown off just a little bit. That time the Eagles got good penetration. Hebert couldn't get rid of the ball on time as he would have liked.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. Number 60. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Boy, and when the guy that's downfield is big, like Derek Kennard, number 60, 300-pounder, real hard for him to hide.
So the Eagles refuse the penalty, forcing Tommy Barnhart to punt to Vi Sikahima. Their catch at the 13. Good opening quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score, Philadelphia 6 and New Orleans 3. Opening day sold out at the Vet, 65,000 strong. Jim Nance and Dan Fouts, the NFL celebrating its 73rd season. 6-3 Eagles after 1. Touchdown pass from Cunningham to Walker. The extra point hit the upright. And then the Saints came back, scored on a 39-yard field goal by Morton Anderson, set up on a Randall Cunningham fumble.
I think it's safe to say that at this point, the emotions of the pregame ceremony for Jerome Brown, that has all subsided now. Both teams have settled in, and we're seeing the both defenses now rise up. Remember, we're talking heavyweights, Major League. Number 1 defense last year for the Eagles, and number 2 for the Saints, and they are making their presence known.
Myers and Sherman split backs from the 14. Another penalty. About 4 or 5 consecutive plays holding against the Eagles. They'll go back inside of their own 10.
Yeah, Rex Stewart, our umpire, is having a big day. He's throwing flags. You know, he's going to have to ice his arm here in a little bit. But you hate penalties at any time, but you really dislike them.
Holding. Number 78 of the offense. Penalties declined. 2nd down.
Well, since it was only a 1-yard pickup.
And the fact that they're on their 15-yard line already. So Antone having some problems with his confidence and his technique.
They said it was important for him to get off to a good start today.
Well, they did have that nice first drive, but since then, he's being put in some difficult situations.
Call it 2nd and 8. Second play of the first quarter, or second quarter. Walker this time fights to the 20. It was the first play of the second quarter in the opener last year, where Randall went out with the injury.
Absolutely. I was there in Green Bay.
Let's get the update. Greg, Dumble, back to you. New York.
All right.
6-3 here. Eagles over the Saints. And the Eagles will operate from the shotgun on 3rd and 4. was in the area. Flag, you saw it.
Yeah, they're going to say that Byers pushed off. Buck gave the signal. The official, number 87 there, agreed with him.
Paul Widener agreeing with him. Take away the first down.
Let's check him out. Number 41, Byers in motion. He's going to go down about 5 yards. Use that right hand, and that is a real, what you might call a ticky-tack foul there. Buck did not even lose his balance or anything. And when a guy with 240 pounds is pushing on you, you would think that that would happen. But the official called it. That's all that matters right now.
Byers starting today at tight end because Maurice Johnson has a hamstring injury, and Keith Jackson has not signed. There was a rumor going around this weekend that Jackson was about to sign, but it was all a hoax.
Offensive pass interference, number 41. Still third down.
Yeah, Jackson is asking for big money.
$2 million per year.
$2 million for a tight end is just not going to happen. And right now, in talking to Cunningham yesterday, the first thing he said to me was that, hey, I miss my friend at tight end there, Keith Jackson. If you add Jackson to the mix, it makes the Eagles obviously that much stronger because Byers now can go back to his H-back, running back, wide receiver position and not be burdened with having to play tight end.
So it weakens him at two spots. 3rd and 14. In the absence of Jackson, Saints may have jumped, but Turnbull was offside. Byers short of the first. Jimmy Spencer with a chopping tackle at the 20.
Yeah, Dale's getting a little tired of calling all these penalties. Did you see him there? A little exhale.
Offside. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty.
You called it right. Ronaldo Turnbull. I asked defensive coordinator Steve Sidwell before the game, how much will Turnbull play? And this is a situation he wants to get him in for Ricky Jackson in obvious passing situations for two reasons. To give Turnbull some experience, but also to give Ricky a rest, being now that he's 34 years old in his 12th year. That rest should come in handy towards the end of the year.
3rd and 9 from the 15. Out. Punting time for the Eagles. Ball batted into the air. Couldn't tell which player. Pat Swilling was back in on Cunningham. Among others, Wayne Martin. The Eagles will stand at his own goal line with 12:50 to go in the second quarter. Philadelphia 6, New Orleans 3. Patrick Newman, second-year player from Utah State. Almost got to it. James Williams came crashing in, and they'll call it for roughing the punter. James Williams got a piece of Feagles.
And the question now, will it be running into the kicker or roughing the kicker? If it's roughing, it'll be a first down. If it's just running into the kicker, it'll just be 5 yards. And I think that Hamer is giving Feagles the bad news. Yeah, running into the kicker will only be 5 yards, so that will not give the Eagles a first down.
Running into the kicker, 5 yards. Repeat, 4th down.
I think Williams ought to be quiet and take the 5 because that's pretty close to roughing. I mean, Feagles is extended. He's in the midair. Take another look at it. Watch the hit there by Williams. He did try to avoid him at the last minute, and maybe that's what convinced Dale Hamer, our referee, that it was not as serious a foul.
Looked like Feagles just landed his leg on the shoulder pads of Williams. So they'll re-kick, and this one's a beauty. Long spiral back to the 25. Newman juking. Oh, is he smothered at the 30. Ball was